I brought cashews, but I'm not going to eat them during it. I'm not going to eat them during it.
Don't even have them next to you. You have to put them far.
Okay, I was eating them before. No, I'm not going to eat them
Just mute yourself when you eat.
I thought I was chewing quietly. You guys didn't hear me. Jace heard it later in post-editing, so...
And all the hours I had to edit it were hours I spent listening to you chew. So just know there's no greater punishment. That was my punishment for losing last week. There's no actual punishment I have to do now.
I had this idea of a book club where one person is assigned a different book than the rest, and Jace wanted to join in.
And I said to Hinckley, how about no one knows if they've got the unique book, so we all have to blend in and figure out who does. Also, can I invite my mom?
I told Jace I'm always down for a good book club. Just please tell me you didn't invite Jaren.
It's Jaren. Just kidding. Well, I'm Jaren, and we are all together, everybody.
Stop. This is Undercover Book Club. I can't listen to myself talk. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Does your voice sound higher or lower when you listen to it?
I don't know, it just sounds stupid, kind of.
I like my voice. I think I sound manly.
Yeah, Jaren can listen to himself all day.
I listened to the episode like 10 times.
No,
I would skip over your guys' parts. I would just listen to me.
No, joking aside, about Jaren's screensaver for his iPhone in high school was just a picture of him. Just he can look at himself all day. He can listen to himself all day. There's no joke.
I don't even remember that. Was it really? What picture was it? What picture was it? Like, what was I doing?
You were like doing like a wink, and you're like pointing at the camera. I don't even know what it's from.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that's a healthy dose of self-confidence, baby. That's good.
Mom, how did tap dance lessons go?
Pretty good.
You're doing tap dance lessons?
Yes.
No
It's
way.
It's my me time. I love it. When I'm teaching, I'm up in front of my kids and my feet are like going.
Oh, nice.
That is so
The
awesome.
steps are in my head. It's fun.
So how many people are in the class, and what's the demographic in the class? What is the class like?
Age-wise.
It's an adult tap class, and seriously, I'm usually the youngest one.
You always look young though, but yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's awesome.
Yeah. But it's good for your brain because you have to do left side steps the same as the right side, you know what I mean? So like the first couple of times I went, my brain hurt more than my leg or my feet muscles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
A mental workout.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my brain felt after a long shift at Little Caesars when I was like, okay, this one's extra pep.
Okay, what?
This was extra juice.
Do I cut it this way or I don't know which way.
How many slices?
Making pizza's not that hard. It's not hard.
Speak for yourself, Hinckley. You've perfected the pizza art.
I mean, yeah. Kinda. Just a little bit.
So, Hinckley, one of the last pizzas we got from you, I think Jace brought it over. It was like a half and half, and I'd never seen a pizza, the toppings divided so perfectly before. Like, we knew where to cut that pizza.
I try really hard. I mean,
Awesome.
I'm pretty professional at it.
Good. That's nice.
My mom just made that up. I didn't even bring over pizzas.
Yes, you
I
did.
ate them myself.
This is going to really help me judge your character. Where do you fall on pineapple on pizza? Where do
I
you
think
draw the
that's a
line?
silly question.
Because you don't think it's good?
No, I think it's
You
silly
think it'd be
because
silly for people to put pineapple on pizza?
I think it's silly to care enough about it to ask someone. I think it's good. Like one of my this is a big secret, guys. I don't love pizza. I got the job because it was close to my house at the time.
I like what you're saying though. Like it's too divisive of a question, and it shouldn't be like that.
Well, I think pineapple's good. It depends on what you do with it. My favorite pizza is like ham, pineapple, bacon, feta, cheese, and it is delicious.
So it's a Hawaiian pizza with feta. So you like
And
pineapple on
bacon.
pizza?
I do. I
Okay.
just think it's not on all pizzas though. I'm really picky about pizzas.
We go through phases with where we get our pizza. Like, for a while it was only Papa John's. Then for a while it was only Papa Murphy's. And then for a while, like, we're in a Domino's rut right now.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is so funny. So I work at a Papa Murphy's that's connected to a Smith's, and on the other side of the Smith's, where we are but flipped, is Papa John's. So
Wow.
every single day people come in and they're like, I have an online order. And I'm like, no, you don't. It's for Papa John's. And it's
Other
really,
side.
it
Other
happens
side.
every single day, and it's so
Wow.
embarrassing and
Wow.
so sad.
You're like, wrong papa. Go to the other papa.
I'm not your papa.
Yeah, this is not your papa. Papa's
Do
over
they
there.
ever get people that go in that say, wait, why did you cook this? I want to go home and make it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
Yeah.
people that mistakenly go into there.
That's
I have
right.
a lot of people who they'll get like pizza from us after they got pizza from Papa John's. So I'm like, I bought the wrong pizza.
Oh.
That one's kind of
Oh.
funny.
That's
But
great.
That's
a
awesome.
lot
They
of
eat
times
one
I'll,
now. They got one for tomorrow. Yeah, you just cook it tomorrow.
a lot of times
Yeah.
I'll hand people pizza and they're like, why is it not cooked? And it's I do a lot of refunds.
Oh.
You're like, just walk down to Papa John's, throw it in their oven.
Yeah,
They
just
got an oven. They
You
can
just
do
go
it
behind the
for you.
counter. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Just gotta put this in real fast. And they're like, "Who are you?"
Woo, good morning.
Does Jace have to do the punishment this episode then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Okay, I pulled up. I googled synonyms for your magnificence. Okay. And I'll be using that because I remember that's the punishment, right? I have to. This punishment for the listener, I have to like compliment people when I address them because I lost last time because I was the undercover, and I got found out. All right, y'all have wonderful style, and I think it's time to start the questioning for our classic books. Mom, I saw your book as you were carrying it in.
No
Are you
way.
being
Did you
so
really?
serious right now?
No, I'm just kidding.
Freaking Twilight. Really? That classic book.
Again.
Okay, Twilight Story.
Oh, no.
We had two complete sets of the Twilight series in our house. Because my girls were reading it, and I was like, I like to read what they're reading, you know, just to check
Right.
it out and have conversations about it. And I thought it was probably the worst written book that was ever published that I'd ever read. It was just like...
Did you read all four?
This girl is so moody. Anyway, okay, a couple years later, I took both sets of Twilight to the used bookstore to sell them back. And the lady that worked there, honestly, she said, you should be paying us to take these. You know how many
Oh
sets
my
of
gosh.
Twilight we have? And I said, you don't have to pay me anything. You can have them for free. And she just was like, oh, another set of Twilight. 2 sets of Twilight. I'm sorry.
I liked them. I thought they were good at 13.
Yeah, they're very good at like kindling, like on a camp out. You just like it's
Yes,
easy, like a quick
that's
light
true.
a fire, campfire.
I haven't
Yeah,
read Twilight.
I didn't even like.
Or
I just
watched the
liked talking
movies.
to girls about it. I was like, when it was such a fad, like every girl was like super into it. So I was like, I'd go on like Team Jacob, Team Edward, ladies, where we at? And they're like, so I just used it to.
Climb
The real
on a
question
spider
is, what
monkey.
team were you?
I was Team Edward in the book and Team Jacob in the movies. Okay, Hinckley. That's
Oh,
what
wow.
everyone. That's what everyone stood on.
I was so specific.
Which one's which? I forgot.
Edward's the
Jacob
vampire,
is
Jacob's the werewolf.
Werewolf.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Jacob is Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Wait, who's the one? Have you guys seen the meme where he's like, "This is the skin of a killer, Bella"? What one's that one?
That's Edward.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm Team Edward then. I
And that
love
scene
it.
when he's like behind her and she's like, "You're so cold," and whatever, like, and you're so fast or whatever, and he's like, "Say it," and she's like, "Are you a vampire?" Like that scene, the fact they got Kristen Stewart to be Bella, I was like, that was anyway. That's hilarious.
Okay, all right, you sublime, stately people.
I don't
Okay,
want to hear
go.
yours first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, let's go,
Okay,
Liz.
okay. Mom.
All right. I'm going to ask this question to Hinckley.
I thought everybody answers.
Whoa.
What?
That's a good way to do it.
Don't curveball
targeting.
me right now. I'm nervous.
That's actually a good way to do. I'm gonna start. I'm changing my questions. Everyone ask Hinkley
Everybody
the
just
questions.
Here we go.
We can just vote right now, Hinkley.
Is
Please don't vote me. Please don't vote me.
is there a specific crime that happens in your book?
the legality in its specific situation, but I would consider it a crime. Like, for sure, one would think it's a crime, but like, man, that's a good question. Now I think, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's a crime.
Okay. Something someone could be arrested for.
Oh, no, you would definitely be arrested for it.
Okay. Okay, that is a
What-
crime.
What do the other two think about this question?
Yeah, Jaron, let's go to you. Is there
No,
a
I kinda
specific
liked how you-
crime in your book?
Oh, I'll answer. I kind of liked how maybe in future episodes we have some questions that's just for one person and then nobody else answers. Could kind of makes it more. But okay, yes, for sure.
Okay, for sure.
You would be arrested you'd be in prison for a long time,
Okay.
depending on the state you live in, though.
Are you being so serious right now?
Yeah.
No, it's not depending on the.
How about you,
yeah.
Jace?
Yeah, I would say there's definitely a crime, and I am more sure that there are definitely multiple crimes in this book than the other two that have answered.
I feel so.
I'm going to take notes.
Yes, we know you will.
Don't ask me first, okay? That
Yeah,
was
that was-
mean. That was
That was brutal.
Someone
that
else
was
asked.
mean.
No, I like that. Maybe seriously, future episode we like have two questions that are for everyone, and then like two questions for two individuals. Like you have like just kind of keep it a little, you know? Yeah, I like
maybe,
it.
Maybe we don't even have to do that. Yeah. All right, I'll go next. Did this book
I don't want to hear. your
remind
question.
you of any other books, and why? We'll go Jaren first. Did any like themes or any aspect of the book remind you of another book?
Yes.
Which book and why?
Will I give it away?
No, it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be specific. You can just say like the tone of it, or like
Okay.
the protagonist kind of had some same qualities. You don't have to be specific.
Okay, I would say. This is gonna kind of go to one of my questions. I would say yes, because it's not the protagonist and the antagonist is not very clear. There's a complexity to it. It's not like clear cut good versus evil. There's some flaws on both sides. So I'd say that theme comes up in other books a lot too.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I could see that with my book. Okay, Mom,
Maybe it's a book that we both read.
let's form an alliance. Boys versus girls.
No alliances. No alliances.
Bring it.
Don't bring it. Liz, you attacked me.
Let's vote for Hinkley. Let's just vote for
On your
Hinkley. I want to vote for
team.
Hinkley.
I'm not on your team. You specifically asked it to me. That's not how this worked last time.
Yeah.
Just creating new rules.
The reason why I asked you first is because of where your picture was on my screen. I thought I could keep track and just go down the row.
I get. Okay.
Don't take
I
it
guess I
personally.
forgive you. No,
Thank you.
I guess I forgive you.
You guess. All right. I'll
No,
take
like,
it.
I guess I forgive you. It's like whatever though.
Let's start again.
Answer the question.
Jace, what was your question?
My question, Your Majesty, Your Impressiveness, was:
Thank you.
is there anything from this book that reminds you of another book? Which book is it and why?
Did Jaron say the title of the book that it reminded him of?
No, I
No, he just said the theme. Is there a specific book?
Jay said I could say the theme. Yeah, I didn't say
Okay.
the title of a book.
There is a book that this book reminds me of, and it is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
What's up, Jaron? What's up?
Okay.
I didn't like Jace's question. I felt like it was too detailed because it
I have
takes
an
away some of our
amazing
questions.
answer
But
to
yeah,
Jace's
go.
question.
Keep going, Liz.
You don't know. You don't have to keep going. You don't have to keep going.
Okay.
Hinkley, are there any books this reminds you of?
Okay. This leads perfectly into my question. Okay, are you
Okay.
ready? You're not prepared. My book reminds me of Moby Dick, the book the vast majority of us read last time. Okay, I feel like the main theme pretty dang close.
Explain
So
the
then
main
why-
theme because Jace didn't read that book. He doesn't know
I
what
don't
it's
have
about.
to explain the main theme if you didn't have to say what book you were talking about. Did you listen to
Okay.
the episode though?
That's fair.
like if you listened to the episode, you would know what the main theme was.
If you would listen to the episode, you know how much Jaren loves cashews. but you wouldn't really know what the
Actually, I didn't hear that in the episode. It was like edited out, so it was good.
Anyways, my first question was actually, do you feel like there's overlapping themes in the last book that you read? Jace can answer this differently than the rest of us.
Oh yeah, that's very similar to my question. Okay, I'll accept.
I feel like it's a little bit different, though.
Yeah, I know. I like the difference. Okay, last week was Cloud Cuckoo Land, and which is an amazing book, guys. I could go on for hours and hours, guys. Please
I'm
give me
never
the
gonna read
time.
No,
that
like,
book.
go for it.
I'm never gonna read that
Go for
book.
it. I'm gonna read the book. It sounded cute.
I'm never gonna read that.
105 named characters, 600 pages.
You
Cloud
lose me
Cuckoo
at that.
Land.
Yeah.
Okay, Moby Dick was pretty big, too, okay?
Yeah.
Truth.
Oh, okay. Here's a good one. Cloud Cuckoo Land was one of the themes was mortality, kind of how much time you have left, and kind of how transient your time on Earth is. And I think mortality is the theme that's played with in this week's book as well, in this classic book. Let's keep this party rolling, you lavish, lofty personas.
Can I say my question?
No,
You have to
the
answer.
other two didn't answer.
Oh, we're still answering. Sorry.
Jaren, you could probably just repeat like your bullcrap response from last time
Oh,
about
no,
the
that sounds
theme.
amazing.
Yeah. No, you're right. What I said last time, that fits to this question.
All right, Liz,
The complexity
you're up.
of characters.
All right. I think there was an overlapping with themes based on the theme of getting back at God or playing God. Like in Moby Dick, Captain Ahab, wanted to take things into his own hands and show his power and that he's mightier than this whale. And you could kind of see that in the book that I just read. Jared, why are you smiling?
because of all the animals on the farm. I see what you're saying, like the animal farm. Okay. We're on the same page. We read the same book. Okay. Alliance.
Your answers don't
Alliance.
make any sense to me. This book sounds really different.
Should we vote?
Please don't vote. Please don't vote. Please don't.
This sounds a little different. I feel a little left out here.
You didn't read the book with the animals that happened to be on a farm? I definitely did. I think I'm ready to vote.
All right.
here's-
Beautiful,
here's
brilliant faces. Who else has a question?
Here's my question. Not comparing of the following movie options, where would this book most align of like the theme or the tension of the subject of the plot? Where does
I'm
it?
writing it down.
Okay.
At
You
least
have
she's pretending to
three
write that.
options. Hunger Games, Les Mis, Jurassic Park, or none of above. Jace, go. A, Hunger Games. B, Les Mis. C, Jurassic Park. Or D, none of above. Go. Don't
I'll
even
say-
explain it. Just say a letter. That's all I want to hear.
I will explain it because it's
No,
E.
I don't want to. I want to. No.
I'm
It's
answering
what?
it. There's another choice. I'm
No.
asking
No. That,
E,
just no. No.
Twilight.
No. That's
and
my
I'll tell
question.
you why it reminds you of Twilight.
You didn't even read it. You didn't even read it. You didn't read it. Only me and Liz have read that book.
I read the
Okay,
first
that
4
classic
chapters of
series.
Twilight. I couldn't get past the first 4 chapters.
Dude.
For this reason, and it's the same reason that reminds me of this book.
Breaking Dawn, nothing can beat that book, all right? That's 4 books in, all right? Okay, Jace, letter, what do you got? A, B, C, D, go.
Bro, you know it's Jurassic Park, bro. You know it's Jurassic Park, bro.
I hate you so much. Liz, go.
See?
Hinkley.
Okay, I have something to admit. I have not seen Les Mis or Jurassic Park.
What?
Oh my gosh.
I watched enough of Jurassic Park just because I like Jeff Goldblum. I just watched like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit of like him. I don't know, but I'll
Yeah.
say Jurassic Park.
See, this is why that would have been such a good question if Jason had that weird question and Liz had answered it that way. That would have been a good question. But even the undercover person would be like, I'm just going to follow the crowd and answer it. So,
You just never know.
That's a good point.
I thought we were answering honestly.
no, you were not answering honestly. Hinkley, it's you. I already know, okay? But
Don't be mean to me.
yeah, I'm not being mean. It's the game. I know it's
feel like you're
you.
being I don't feel like it's me.
Why?
We could answer dishonestly and throw people off our track.
I know, but I'm saying your comment earlier brought the Jurassic Park thing. That was my cool question I've been holding on for a week. I was like, I'm like, dude, this is gonna get it's gonna narrow it down for me, And I think I got it. Like,
That was a really
Sorry.
good question by Jaren, but its thunder was stolen by the really
it was stolen.
cool response by Mom. Because you're all flourishing, lavish gods and goddesses here on this show today. You're welcome.
This is not a severe punishment for you. There was like no emotion and energy in that. We need to think. Hinkley, think
feel
of something
great.
more severe.
I got a couple. I have some good ones. Like I don't.
Okay.
I'm not trying to ruin anybody's day or eyebrows, but you know,
Thank you.
just trying to make friends. You know, I just thought we were having a cute little podcast. We're gonna have like a fun little hangout sesh with the gang, and then some people are like, "Oh, go to the fridge. I want to watch you eat the most disgusting thing on planet Earth."
Act like a
Shave
pig,
one
shove it in your
eyebrow.
mouth. Shove the food in your mouth, oink like a pig. That's like the way I used to play Ticket to Ride, Mom. Okay, remember our family game nights? I won every single time we played Ticket to Ride, hundreds of
That
times.
was the
okay?
worst. That was
Yeah,
the
but
worst.
that game is not fun. I was at the Marrow's house one night when you guys played that. It was the weirdest.
It's not fun when Jason's
not a fun
playing.
game.
Because he doesn't follow his routes. His whole purpose is to block everyone else on their routes.
Listen, all you, because okay,
It's mean.
What
The
is
way-
Ticket to Ride?
the way you win. Okay, the objective of Ticket to Ride is to make a long thing of trains, a long collection of trains and
Across
who,
a
like,
map.
across a map, and to like connect cities. And the more cities you connect, the more points you get.
It's as lame as it sounds.
But the
Hinkley.
ru-
it's as lame as it sounds.
The
It's
rules,
just-
the rules of the game literally incentivize you just to be terrible. Because how I would win every single time is you just get a little short one, a little short connection, and get some points, and then you just stop everyone else from getting any connections. It's like it's so easy to win, but you have to just behave terribly to win. So it incentivizes bad behavior. It's not my fault. It's the game.
Ooh, that's a good segue for my next, because that first question wasn't good because Liz stole my thunder. Here's the question: What did your book teach you about human nature? Hinkley, you go first.
No, you don't get to.
No, I don't want you to copy any answers from Jason Liz here. I want to
not
hear from you.
copying
I'm
answers.
joking. I'm just
No, I feel like you're being pretty serious.
You're
I
the
feel like
next
you're being
screen.
pretty
You're the next screen next
Yeah,
to me.
you're
It's
the
how I,
next-
it's how
Oh,
I see first.
I've heard that
You-
before.
You just go first. You're just right there next to me. Let's just start with you.
Hinkley, say it's just like Jurassic Park. Say it's just like Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Say
It taught me about
dinosaurs.
humans and like their I don't know. They're pretty much like dinosaurs. You know?
Yeah,
Just, like,
they just-
kind of like maybe sometimes like you shouldn't bring back things from like fossils, mosquitoes and amber. I just feel like we shouldn't be messing with those.
And
as
you shouldn't
people.
like hide in the kitchen like for velociraptors because like they like learn how to open the door.
You
What
know,
did you
honestly,
learn about human nature?
Human nature.
Hinkley?
A lot of times you just need like Chris Pratt to train some little dinosaurs just so you can.
I'm ready to vote. I'm so ready. Let's do this.
Okay, do you want me to answer it?
Yeah, please.
I'll
no.
answer.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
answer
go
the
for it.
question. Okay,
yeah.
I feel like it just taught me that a lot of times people prefer lies over the truth because lies are more palatable than the truth sometimes.
Hmm.
That is what I learned about human nature.
Hey, that does apply to this book.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably
it
because I
does.
read the same book as you.
You read a book for sure. You definitely did.
Jared,
Yeah.
you haven't answered any questions in full.
I have.
Barely.
Barely.
Okay, Hinkley, rattle off a question to Jared.
Yep, let's hear it.
Hit me. Let's go.
Oh man, I already got my good ones. What are your thoughts on the names in this book? Little character names. What do you think about that? What did they symbolize?
Really symbolize. They were like traditional to me. It didn't feel like it had the same symbolism as like Moby Dick.
Okay.
I feel like Moby Dick had more of that biblical. Like there was some. I feel like some symbolic layers there, but either I did not go in depth in my reading, but I didn't sense anything with the names. It fit the time.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Hinkley. I'm so sorry, Hinkley.
Hinkley,
Oh, okay. I feel like Liz kind of tanked me. Okay.
She did.
Well, you're already admitting it. You're not even defending yourself.
she was targeting you, Hinkley.
I feel like Liz totally targeted me. And honestly, if I were to answer,
Jason's like, I'm sorry, Hinkley. Hinkley's like, I know, but Liz got like, you already
like,
like,
okay,
you
here's
quickly
all
gave
my
up.
It's all my fault. I asked him one
Honestly?
question.
I answered that question like an absolute idiot because if I'm thinking about it, I would totally be like, yeah, no, there's definitely a crime. But I was trying to be all like, oh, I don't know if there's a crime or not. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that gave it away right away from the beginning. Because like
Yeah.
the book I read, there was
There's
like lots of
multiple
murder.
heinous crimes.
I was just like,
And imprisonments.
You got to practice lying.
I'm not good at lying, okay? I don't typically lie because I'm
that's
a
okay.
good person,
That will make this
Liz.
podcast really
I know
fun.
you're amazing at lying.
Hinckley, that could have been a very good response for a different
'Kay.
book. Okay, don't beat yourself up.
My friend
Yeah,
Hannah,
don't.
she likes to play BS with me because I can't play that card game. I'm so bad at it. I can't do it. I'm not good.
Okay.
All
We
in favor?
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna vote Liz because her and I are in a fight.
Okay, so it's between
Yeah.
Hinkley,
Who do
between
we think
Hinkley
it
and
could
Liz.
be?
Team boys are gonna win this round, though.
Yeah, that's
Win it. We're
I
winning.
don't like this team thing we have going on.
I'm just
I
kidding.
thought-
yeah.
I thought we were all kind of on a team, like a friendship team.
Three of us are right
Team
now that
friendship.
read the same book.
I
Yeah,
feel like
Oh.
yes.
I'm just kidding.
Me.
All in
Jared,
favor?
Jace.
Okay.
Liz, I'm so sorry.
All in favor
Alright,
for
vote for
Hinkley.
me.
For the audio, yeah, everyone say who you're voting. Hinkley.
Hinkley.
Okay.
It's definitely Liz, honestly.
And one vote for
You can
Liz.
vote for me. That's
You guys are
totally
gonna
fine.
hate it when I win.
Sorry. Okay. All right, everyone.
Big
Book
reveal?
reveal. Okay. Yes, I have Frankenstein. Mom is Frankenstein. Jaren is Frankenstein.
Life of Pi. I love Life
It's
of
so
Pi.
good.
Oh, I actually want to read that book.
Life
It's
of
so
Pi.
good. I gotta talk about it. It's so good. I'm in love with this
That's
book.
a
I
good
was
book.
so excited to
Dang,
talk
I
about it
actually
with
wanna
you guys.
read that book.
I was
Me
so
too.
excited because it was so good, and I really wanted to talk about it with you guys. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
you go first. You go
I had-
first.
Well, I had so many like
We-
questions
we've seen
about
the
what
movie,
you
so
guys
we know
thought
everything.
about the book. Oh, okay, so I see.
I'm just
Hinkley,
kidding. The
you know
movie's
what?
book's
First
better.
of all, before you get into Life of Pi, I need more time for Cloud Cuckoo Land. Okay.
No,
Read that
Okay,
Jay,
no,
book.
okay.
stop it. We're never gonna read that book. That book was so lame.
So good.
Hinkley, tell us about the Life of Pi. That book
Okay,
actually
okay.
is really interesting.
Life of Pi. It's about this kid. His name is Pi, but like he has a lot longer of a name, but he goes by Pi. He's like long and irrational, and he thinks like the letter pi or the number pi fits him really well. So that's cute. Basically, his parents own a zoo in India, and then like because of the government or whatever, they have to move to Canada, and then they're on a boat, and then the boat sinks. And this is why I was talking about Moby Dick. It talks a lot about religion. Okay, he's like big practicer of all religions. He loves religion. That's what he likes to study. And then also they're on a boat. I think I'm stuck with boat books.
Yeah.
Two
And
book
then-
books in a row.
He gets stuck on this boat with a hyena, a zebra, an orangutan, and a tiger, okay? And then the hyena kills like the orangutan and the zebra, and then the hyena tries to kill him, and then the tiger is like, nope. And then I don't want to spoil it, right? But then he has to like survive on this boat with the tiger, and it's super cool. And then at the end, he washes up on shore, and then like the tiger, it kind of just leaves him. It's like, oh no, I hate you or whatever. Like it doesn't really care. It just kind of like wanders off after he like tried to train this tiger. And then he goes to the hospital, and the people are like, what happened on the boat? And he tells them his story about all the different animals and how he survived on the boat with the tiger. And they're like, that didn't happen. And he was like, you're right, it didn't happen. The other animals were people, like I think either the zebra or the orangutan was his mom. And then he was like, and the tiger was me, and the hyena was a chef on the boat. And then the chef killed like his mom and a cabin boy or a crew dude. And then he had to kill the chef. And then he's like, I had to do all these terrible things. And like the tiger was me the whole time. And then it's so cool because then basically he's talking about religion and about how that's what God is. It's not always about like what's true and untrue. It's about what's better than the truth that will make you live with yourself. And it was so cool.
Dang.
It's a really, really good book. You should read it.
I love that book. I read it
feel like I just
probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. And I remember I just loved it. It's good.
It was really, really cool. I like books that talk about religion. I do feel like this is like Bible study for me now.
Yeah.
All the books I'm getting. I didn't mean to like spoil like the whole thing, but like I think it's
No,
kind
you're
of-
good.
It's been out for a while, so it's fine.
It's been out for
Yeah.
a while.
Listener
When
spoiler
you
alert.
read the book though, and then like I was rereading a lot of it after like learning that like he's the tiger, because then it just kind of everything kind of starts to click into place. And then also when you were like, was there a crime? I was like, well, I don't know. Like they cannibalized and like he had to kill somebody, but like you're on the seas, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really know if I consider that a crime. But he doesn't either. He made it a tiger that did it. So
Your
It was
answer
a-
made sense. Now that
it
we
was
know
a
what book
really,
is. Yeah,
it was a
it's good.
really, really good book, and I'm really happy I got to read it.
I said that Frankenstein reminded me of Twilight, and here's why. Because half of the book is the main character just talking about how sad they are.
Yeah.
Am I right? I was like, this is as I was reading it, this is exactly like Twilight. It's just like this moody main character.
Dude, but you didn't read New Moon, the second book in the Twilight series. Talk about teenage depression, teenage girl depression. That book
Some
was
hard-hitting
it was a
themes.
wall to get through, dude. That was a brick, right, Liz? You know, New Moon. When it was like, remember pages would be like October, November, like when she's like in this deep depression of love. I'm like, okay, that's when. But once you get past that book, Eclipse is awesome. That book is awesome. That's a good connection, Jason. I thought you were just
Funny.
messing around, but I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, like, when I heard of Frankenstein and I see it's only like, what, 200 less than 200 pages, I was like, okay, this is going to be action, this is going to be
It's gonna
horror.
dive right in. Yeah.
And it's like,
All the letters in the beginning, I'm like, okay, let's get like out of this.
yeah, there's like letters in the beginning, and I was like, okay, he's starting to make the monster, this is good. He makes the monster, doesn't see the monster for like a year, and you're like, what is this book about? And like,
We don't have a description of the monster at all. We don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
We know it's tall. That's about it. And it's fast and strong. That's all we know.
That's what surprised me because of like there's so much cinema about Frankenstein,
Yeah.
and reading the book is like, oh, that was creative liberty of like how they made him look.
Yeah.
There's no like physical, like he's not green and like and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was surprised. Like, obviously, so Mary Shelley's amazing, and this book was like insanely popular, obviously. But like, I think the mind blowing thing of it is just the main theme. That's like in Jurassic Park 2. It's like you play God, you don't know what you're messing with, and it comes back to destroy you. Like
Right.
creating AI or like anything.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
doesn't mean you should. Yeah.
And that was one thing, that theme, and with Mary Shelley, that's one thing impressed me more. The book wasn't as amazing as I thought it was going to
That's
be.
what I was gonna say. It wasn't like it wasn't as
it
well
wasn't-
written as Cloud Cuckoo Land.
But dude, I didn't do a lot of digging, but just Mary Shelley like wrote this when she was like 17, and like in the 1820s, like where women and her husband wrote the preface, and everyone thought her husband wrote the book. Like no one like was giving her credit, and it's around when electricity was invented. And so there were discussions culturally. People were really talking about, what if this brings the dead back to life? Like they were like thinking, because electricity, they thought it was going to change. And so she wrote this like cultural warning. And so I just thought that was like, I thought the story of her and Bannon Wright was more interesting than the book. Like, I don't know. That's kind of how it felt.
Yeah.
Like after I was like studying about the author a little bit, I was like, this is like better than the book, dude. She's like amazing. Like I didn't even know about her and her whole like.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she was a daughter of, her parents were authors. They were like English writers. Her mom died giving birth to her, but she was like her mom was a feminist and a writer. Her dad was a philosopher and a political scientist. And ironically, because of that, he still didn't give her an education. She taught herself how to read and write. And then she was with her husband and these two other men that were writers, and they wanted to do a writer competition just between them. Like, let's think of
Scary
something.
story.
Yeah, and she wrote freaking Frankenstein. And she was 17, and she was married at 17. But like, I was like, anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. I just agree with you, Jason, that the book wasn't what I thought. I thought it was going to be a little more. And anyway,
Do you feel like it's overrated?
I still think it was her husband that wrote it, because women. I don't know. I haven't seen really like a woman that's capable of like doing
that's
something
right. That's right. It was too it was too strong and articulate. It's like,
We just-
there's no way.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's literally what people thought. It's just crazy. Yeah.
And most women back then that did write books, they would just put their initials, or they would make up a male name, which is really
Right.
sad. She was
Yeah,
the one
to, like,
that-
ghost write
she
for
put her name
themselves.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's overrated, because when it was written, it was the first Gothic
Right.
novel ever written.
Right.
It was the first framed novel. So
Within
like
the
the stories
context
at
of
the
its time.
beginning, it's a story within a story. That's called a framed novel. It was the first one of those.
Oh.
She was amazing with what she did, and I
Right.
think like when I first read Dracula, I thought it would be scarier than it was. I think we're used to like Stephen King, kind of scary
Right.
now. You know what I mean? But back then in the 1800s, this was terrifying.
So the framing, like the storytelling, like, hey, these first few letters are the dude storytelling to his sister, and then he finds someone on the ship, and then he's storytelling to the guy on the ship. So that like hadn't been done before, or that
Right. The story
This
within a story.
It's like
Yeah.
Inception of writing.
I think
like
that was the first
a
time.
story within a story. Like
Yeah.
Frankception.
Frankception. Was it just kind of funny when he's like, "I'll see you on your wedding day," and then he like waits up with his gun, thinking it's gonna kill him, but he just kills his wife. And I was just like, dude, how did you not see that coming? Like, how did
Yeah.
you not think? Like, I was like, that's why he's killing all your friends. Like, why? And your son. Like, I don't know. I just thought.
I have a loophole. Don't get married.
Yeah, exactly. When he married her, I'm like, what are you doing?
I know.
Oh,
And he's
my
like
goodness.
waiting with the gun, and he's like, and then he like kills his wife. He's like, oh man. Like, I thought that was just kind of funny. Anyway, but. Oh, the punishment to
Good
fit you.
ideas, man.
Tell us your ideas
I don't
so we
have
can
to
use one of
this
them
is
on
good.
you.
I don't have to call y'all beautiful, flourishing.
You did a terrible job of that, by the way. You only did it for like your mom.
More effort, more effort.
My-
Yeah, you only did it for your mom. You did not say it to me and Hinkley.
No,
you
it
did.
was a hack because I just pulled up synonyms right on my.
I know, but there was no energy and heart behind it. And also, you didn't do it every single time. That wasn't a good punishment.
Okay, I forgot like halfway through.
Okay,
but,
whatever punishment we give Hinkley, you have to do it too.
No.
Like, yeah, so the
did
debt
it.
could be
Fair.
forgiven.
It's
So the
only
debt.
fair. These ones are some bangers. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, good. Yeah.
I really only have two. Anyways, number 1, give hints on your book at the beginning. Give a couple hints, okay? Number 2, take off your headphones for a few of the questions. Like, everybody gets to pick a question that you don't get to listen to the answers.
Oh.
I think that'd be pretty good.
Mm.
I think it'd be pretty good. I think we should.
So you don't
focus
hear
on-
the answer. You hear the question, but you don't hear the answers.
You hear the question, right? And then
Okay.
they're like, "Oh, we each get to pick like one question that you don't get to listen to our answers to."
Yeah.
No, that's actually a good idea of thinking punishments that put you at a disadvantage for the next round.
I
I,
love
didn't
that.
think about
Yeah.
that. I was just thinking of embarrassing things, but you're actually playing the game. This is what I want.
Not well
Jace,
enough,
Liz,
apparently.
vote on this. Hitler mustache. You get one on like
No.
Dollar Tree or something like that.
No,
Okay, not a Hitler mustache. It doesn't have to be a
can't
Hitler
do
one.
that.
I was just giving an example.
Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
Hinkley has great ideas, and I don't.
Thank you, Liz.
Okay, I like the.
We can be done with our fight now.
Okay, good. Thanks.
How about you have to answer? How about Hinkley has to answer the first 3 questions first? Our 3. Like we each get one question
Okay.
first. That Hinkley has to be the first one, and then we start.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good? I feel like that's fair
Okay.
enough, but still a disadvantage.
maybe 2 questions instead of 3, and you wear a mustache.
I'm happy with that. Yeah. 2
There we go.
questions.
And Jace has to wear a mustache too and then Jace, your debt will be paid.
Can I
My
buy a
debt
pack
is
of mustaches and switch them out every once in a while? Can I get fun with
Sure, totally. Whatever you want to do.
Can
yeah,
I draw on a mustache underneath the mustache? So then when I take off the mustache, dramatically, I have another mustache.
yeah, whatever you want to do.
Use them as eyebrows.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do. Choose your own punishment.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. All right, you
All right.
wonderful people, guys. Listen, my punishment is paid off. I'm glad I passed the buck over to Hinkley.
No, it's not.
This
y'all.
one was
No.
rigged, okay?
Catch y'all next month with our mystery novels. All right, that's Undercover Book Club. Thanks, guys. Y'all are the best.
Y'all are the worst.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Rigged.
Better luck next time, Hinkley.
You can watch Undercover Book Club on YouTube.
Listen wherever you listen to podcasts.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Undercover Book Club is produced, hosted, and edited by us,
Hinkley Peterson.
Jace Merrill.
Elizabeth Merrill,
And Jaron Strader.
and would like to give a special thanks to all authors who provide us with a medium through which to expand our world.